I think we've seen a pattern with Steve Kerr and younger players. Not really. Who have they developed from young?
Jordan Poole.
Yeah, right, and he's
But
gone.
but that wasn't because of Jordan Poole's game. That was because somebody
Right.
leaked a video of Draymond Green knocking him
Yeah.
7 ways into tomorrow.
But yeah,
If that footage doesn't leak out, Jordan Poole's still there. They just gave him 120, $30 million
yeah, right. Before they traded him. But my
for
thing
Chris Paul.
is that I don't want to. I'm not knocking Jordan Poole, but if Jordan Poole is what you have to show for your young player development, and Steve Kerr been there, what
Right.
two decades?
Right, but I mean we're
I
talking
mean,
but I mean Jordan Bell, I mean we talking Jordan Bell, who is it? Patrick McCaw, who was a player for them when they were winning.
yeah,
He was contributed for them, but he got
yeah. But these
Jordan
are
Bell,
journeymen.
Yeah, Jordan Bell was a wino.
I'm just like, yeah, because I
They traded
understand.
Pascal.
I understand Steph, Clay, and Draymond.
Yeah, I mean
So that's the core.
yeah,
But I'm like, you know, in nearly 2 decades though, who's the young guy that
right.
Steve
I
Kerr has
understand.
developed?
I understand.
And I mean, and even with Jonathan Kuminga, who it to me is loaded with talent. He started this playoffs not playing. He started this playoffs out of the rotation
Yeah.
because Steve Kerr didn't like him and Jimmy Butler on the floor together. And and this is not a referendum on Steve Kerr, even
It
though
can be.
yeah, I have some thoughts.
He's made some suspect decisions
Yeah.
now. But I just think, Jonathan Kuminga, I just think, a lot of the time, sometimes development comes on a player. Because
Yeah, I
here's the
agree.
thing with Jonathan Kuminga, and why I've always looked at him with a little more scrutiny,
Yeah,
because the first summer league players from the Golden State rotation roster had to come tell him to turn it up in summer league. They was like, bro, you should be the best player here.
yeah,
You should be dominating. And it was and that always kind of stuck out to me. And this was after his rookie year,
yeah,
where I was like, okay, this dude should be chomping at the bit. Like he should be insulted that he's in summer league, and he should be like having 30 in the first half, sitting down and chilling.
yeah,
And the fact that like vets had to like come to Vegas. I mean, then going to Vegas is always, you don't need much of an excuse.
right.
But, to make it a mission to like, hey man,
To get him in gear.
that kind of always just had my eye on him. And it's just like,
Well, again,
it'll be interesting to see because, he won't be there next year.
yeah. I like Jonathan Kuminga, by the way, if Trajan Langdon is listening. And if we can get him for a song, I'll take him.
I think he want a lot of money.
Well, he ain't getting a lot of money.
Yeah, he wants a lot
if
of
we can
money.
get him for a
'Cause you gotta
song.
remember,